Okay, keep this video private until after the event happens that is being predicted in this video. This is a video prediction pertaining to UCSD and me being banned either from their libraries or their entire campus. Effective to date. I'm going to use a feature in my voice command within my phone which enables the phone to state the date electronically.
Say a command. July 6th, Sunday, 10:14 a.m. Say a command.
I'm also showing you the video picture of the phone, which shows you also that it's 10:14 a.m. on July 6, 2014. Now, I'm gonna have to talk very fast in this video because what I'm doing is I'm going to make a video that's only 14 minutes and 50 seconds long, okay? For legal and strategic purposes. My name is Leslie Williams. I am a target, victim, and activist concerning the criminal expeditions of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. Organized stalking and gang stalking is happening in every single state in the United States. You can go to YouTube and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids in order to literally be able to witness a organized stalking, gang stalking target being covered on the local news. Organized stalking and gang stalking has been covered on national TV shows, national radio shows, and local news broadcasts. And these criminal expeditions are exposed all over the internet at YouTube and Google, including the testimony of organized stalking, gang stalking targets. I'm making this video today, fellow citizens, in order to be able to predict, and I'm going to make a personal notation, keep this video private until after the event transpires that I am predicting. That way, because once I hire a lawyer to sue UCSD, they might even, well, I already know for a fact that they're going to use they're going to select certain videos of mine that are online, okay, to try and make it look like I'm mentally ill. That's literally a method of gang stalking that is all over the internet concerning how that technique is described as a gang stalking target. So what I do is I make prediction video files, audio files, and email files about what might happen before it does. So then I can take that current evidence once the event transpires that I just recently predict. I can take that current evidence pertaining to the current event that was predicted, that came true, and fold it back on all the other things that have happened to me that were predicted. I'm in San Diego, California, and my name is Leslie Williams. I live in La Jolla. Now, I got to make these general statements right now, and you'll understand why I'm making them in a minute. I am not mentally ill. Okay, I do not do drugs. I do not drink. I'm not a threat to myself or others, and I do know how to take care of myself. And the reason why I just made these statements that I just made is because these are the literal types of accusations that these organized stalking, gang stalking expeditions literally attempt to label targets as. Okay, to use it for several reasons. One of the reasons why they use these types of accusations is in order to try to attempt to achieve the criminal motivation of why the targeted individual is being targeted. Organized stalking and gang stalking is nothing but organized crime in the system. And basically what they're involved in is a slew of any type of criminal activity basically that you can think of, including but not limited to human trafficking, racketeering of all forms, insurance fraud, extortion, land co-opting, property co-opting, mortgage co-opting, trust fund liquidation, identity theft, human trafficking, sexual servitude rings and prostitution rings, and even non-consensual human experimentation. All of these descriptions that I describe in this video can be cross-referenced at Google and YouTube to organized stalking and gang stalking, and you will see that I'm telling you the truth just as a result of the amount of numeric Google just by viewing the amount of Google-generated numeric responses to each description, you'll see that definitely something is going on. But then when you witness the targeted individuals' blogs and YouTube videos concerning how they're exposing what's happening to them, you will obviously be able to deduce that my statements are factual realities, truth. Now, to give you just to give you a really fast understanding concerning how effective my strategies are in concerning what I use as strategies to expose that what is happening to me is factually happening to me, pay a close attention to the following statements because they're instructions. go to YouTube right now and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. That's right. The individual that you witnessed assaulting me on the 928 bus on October 10th, 2011 had engaged in organized gang stalking of me on prior occasions on that same bus route and on the morning before the assault occurred. That's why they only sent me a 2-minute long video with no audio. Now, go into the description of that YouTube video and you will and read everything. But there's at least 2 copied and pasted blogs within the description of that YouTube video. You will be able to click on them, and in one of them there is an attached PDF file titled Assault 11. Write this down if you feel inclined to investigate what I'm stating. Once you click on the blog and then notice the attached PDF link within the blog, click on that. Okay, again, it's titled Assault 11. And what that basically is a PDF link. It is a PDF link of a printed out email that was made by me on September 29th, 2011, 11 days before that assault. And it literally shows me stating in that email file that there's a great likelihood I'd be assaulted either riding my bike, walking, or on public transportation. And then 11 days later, I was brutally assaulted on public transportation, a bus. That's right. Now, also, this is really going to blow your mind. Go to Google and go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman exposes how MTS assault video was altered. Why would MTS send me an altered video of me being assaulted if they weren't involved in the planned assault of me? What was that individual doing towards me before he got up to assault me? About 5 minutes before the assault. What was he doing? And why is there the police report concerning this criminal attack filled with lies and facts are omitted? Why? And why wouldn't the San Diego Police, the San Diego District Attorney's Office, and the Prosecutor's Office investigate the factual reality that MTS sent me an altered video after they were notified about it through email, okay, through faxes, through certified letters that were sent to them, certified mail return receipt, and by me physically. They did not investigate it once. Now, I'm a victim of gang stalking, and as a result of being a victim of gang stalking is a type of a crime. It's not stalking by gangs at all. It's hosted and perpetrated by organized crime in the system at the federal, state, and local level, make no mistake about it. And every single target individual that is on the internet right now exposing what is happening to them, we are all saying the same exact thing, and we know it because of extensive experience and extensive, exhaustive, educated knowledge that has come from the internet in reference to how we search these crimes. I've researched these crimes ever since online, ever since June 9th, 2009, the day I became aware that what was happening to me was gang stalking online. I've investigated these crimes practically every single day on the internet since, exhaustively and extensively. And every single targeted individual is saying the same exact thing, that the police are involved, that district attorneys are complicit in reference to protecting not only the police officers that are involved, but making sure that the targeted individual does not get one bit of help. Not one bit. Now that's no accident. When you have 10 people in one room, okay, stating that they are being victimized in the same exact identical way by complete strangers and at places that they have never done anything wrong at, like universities, public libraries, libraries at universities, businesses, any business that you can think of, transportation services, their own homes, like apartment buildings, even if they have their own house, motel rooms. Each of us will be total complete strangers to each other that have never met before, can sit in a room and literally sit down in front of computers and write out what's happening to them, not talking to each other at all. And then once they create the letters about what's happening to them, they will then sit back in their chairs and exchange the letters, and each person will be describing the same thing that's happening to them. That's no accident. This is nothing but an orchestrated template of protocols, methods, tactics, maneuvers based on schemes, pertaining to the schemes being the criminal motivations of why the targeted individual is selected. And the schemes are also in reference to how they implement what's happening towards the targeted individual for the desired effect. which is criminal exploitation of their finances, their property, and the target themselves. And all of it is protected by the system because it is perpetrated by members in the system. I'm in San Diego, California, and my name is Leslie Williams. I am being gang stalked like you would not believe everywhere I go in the same exact identical way, usually through sensitization methods. I've also been assaulted 2 other times outside of the MTS assault, outside of me being assaulted on the MTS bus, pertaining to what I've already stated concerning that, and threatened to be assaulted on 3 other occasions. That's right. That's right. And I cannot get no help whatsoever. I have requested on anywhere between 17 and 23 separate physical occasions, okay, separate, for the San Diego police to make a police report concerning the factual realities that I am a victim of gang stalking, and they told me no to my face each and every time. In fact, one time they intimidated me with a psychiatrist who was paid for by your tax dollars. It was some kind of a, I don't know the term he used. I guess it's somebody that works for the police department. Okay, yeah. Even though I offered to show him evidence or to show his boss the evidence. That's right. And a huge extreme amount of evidence has been acquired since that date. Now, I am predicting right now that UCSD there's going to be an event that happens concerning me, more than likely by individuals who come around me and sit around me, whether it's right around me or from a distance inside the biomedical library or the Geisel library, or at their Club Med restaurant, or in the Price Center, or when I'm locking up my bike or unlocking it or going to the bathroom, in any building, especially in the libraries. Am I being subject to over clever sensitization methods of gang stalking by the biomedical library staff? That is a question. Go to Google right now and type in organized stalking or gang stalking in universities, and then in a separate search, libraries. Remember what I stated, when you got more than 10, 15, 20, 100 people all stating the same exact thing pertaining to not just the methodologies that are being used against us, but also the description of the places that they're happening at. That's no accident. And anybody that's got the ability to be able to deliberate common sense, engage in deductive or inductive reasoning, analytical processing, or critical thinking, everybody using any types of these modes of thinking would be able to conclude the same exact thing, that this crime is actually happening and that the perpetrators in the system who are not only perpetrating it, but are making sure that they're protecting the places that are used for it, including universities, public libraries, businesses of every kind you can think of. That's right. In fact, gang stalking is already happening in the business community towards employees by their fellow employees and management. Except when it's happening towards an employee at work, it's called work mobbing. Google that. So I am predicting right now, what they're basically doing inside the library, and when I go out to unlock my bike or lock it up, is they will bring people in to sit around me, and most of the time, some of the people they use are already in the library, because I am being tracked in real time by my phone, which they've hacked into, and using it as a GPS locator. Google that. As a result, they're able to vector when I'm mobile or stationary. And if they have learned my regular routines, which they do, and that can be Googled as well, they see where I'm headed. So a lot of the people that they intend to use for a specific day, especially for a staged event, will already be in the library before I arrive. They'll put people on the bus to engage in gang stalking of me on the bus route to go there. And that way they can try and say that, well, how can this person be gang stalking you, Leslie, when they were in the library before you arrived, and we got it on video that they were. These are the kinds of schemes they use in organized stalking in order to be able to apply plausible deniability to the situation. So the situation they bring about against the target individual can produce the desired effects, the targeted being banned, while they walk away with plausible deniability. Staged events and organized gang stalking expeditions are called street theaters, where they basically stage an event concerning what they're going to bring about against the target and who they're going to use, including the witnesses, and then they will bring the event about, okay, and tailor it and orchestrate it to make it all look innocent. And if they can tailor it, they'll even tailor it to make it definitely appear that it's the target's fault, because they have to have a normal appearing legitimate reason to ban the target. And I'm predicting right now that I'm going to be banned from UCSD campus and or their libraries, either permanently or for a year. And we're going to see who's involved in it. And we're going to see who acts as witnesses. We're going to see what kind of lame, bullshit, lying excuses are used to do it. In closing, on November 20th, 2013, I literally caught a UCSD library security guard admitting to me in a hidden running recorder that a staged event can cause me to be banned. A staged complaint. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. The reason why I showed the date and time at the beginning of this video is in order to isolate that I made these predictions on today's date at this time. So if they happen after the fact, you will see that what is happening towards me is nothing but staged events in order to bring about a desired result. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I made this video to prove what is factually happening to me. I do appreciate you listening, and have a nice day.